Hello, Fed Retirement Planning community. This is Cooper with FedRetirementPlanning.com, and today I'm going to talk about why every federal employee needs a financial plan. Every single one. Now I know what you could be thinking, okay, here's a financial advisor who's telling me I need a financial plan. Isn't that like a lot like, say, a surgeon telling me I need surgery? Well, yes, it is very similar. I wouldn't say it's the exact same, but it is similar. The problem is, a surgeon, they're about the only person who can provide surgery on you, whereas a financial advisor isn't the only person who can put a financial plan together. So in talking about why you need a financial plan, I'm not just talking about why you need a financial planner, because not everybody needs a financial planner, okay? I'll be the first to admit that, and that's really going against my own profession because I am a financial advisor. That being said, a financial plan is separate from a financial planner. Now you can use a financial planner, financial advisor, who can help you put together a financial plan, and most likely it will be much more easy. They'll have the software, it'll be more comprehensive, it'll be much more in tune with your lifestyle and everything like that. That being said, you can do something similar on your own, although it may take a lot more time. So today I'm going to go through the top 10 reasons why you need a financial plan as a federal employee. The first reason that federal employees, aka you, need a financial plan is so it can define your goals. But having goals and defining your goals is one of the best ways to get to where you want to go. If you, say for instance, take a roadmap and you're going to try and go somewhere, if you don't have that roadmap, it's going to be hard to get there. That's what goals are, and that's what the financial plan is in getting to your ultimate goal. So your ultimate goal could be to retire at a certain age. Well, that financial plan is that roadmap to get you to that goal. However, if you can't define a goal, you don't know where you're going, okay? You wouldn't say, I'm gonna go on a trip and I don't know where I'm gonna go, okay? Some people might do that, but very few would do that. You plan it out, you say, I'm gonna go to Florida or Mexico, wherever you're gonna go, and when you head there, that's your goal, okay? So you need to have a goal for your money, a goal for your retirement, and a goal for your career. The second reason you need a financial plan is because it will help you allocate your spending to be in accordance with your goals, okay? So once you have your goals defined, you can start to actually look at what's happening with my cash flow. Cash flow is a tool that very few use unless they dig into their finances, but cash flow is everything in the life of your finances, okay? What money do you have coming in and what money do you have going out? Okay, it's determining how much you're spending and how much is coming in. I can almost guarantee you that many of you are spending much more money than you think you are, unless you're on some sort of a budget. Things like eating out, entertainment, even things like federal employee group life insurance, they can be, these things that you just pay for automatically that you don't think about, but when you really take a step back and look at them, you can realize you're spending way too much, and you could be allocating that money to much better resources. So things like investing in your TSP or investing in things that matter to you. Okay, so that's the second way, is it will help you allocate your spending to be more in line with your goals. The third thing is a financial plan will help you realize which one of your goals are realistic and which ones aren't really realistic. It's all right to have these big, dreams and goals. I'm the same way. I have many dreams for my business and just for my life in general. There's no problem in having those, but you need to realize which ones are realistic and which ones aren't. Defining which ones you should actually pursue is very important in deciding, where to spend your time and where to spend your money. And if you don't have a plan to reach those goals and you don't have those goals defined, you're never gonna reach any of them. So we all have these dreams and ambitions and things that we wanna reach, but if you don't have a plan in place to get there, you're really not gonna get there. It's just gonna be a pie in the sky for the rest of your life. Okay, so a financial plan will help you realize which goals you should be spending your money on and which ones you shouldn't be spending your money on. So a lot of that comes down to which ones you can actually achieve, okay? So saying you want $1 million in your TSP in retirement is one I often hear, which that's an awesome goal, but what steps do you need to take to get there? Okay, if you're making $30,000 a year, that's gonna be a very hard goal to get. That doesn't mean it's necessarily impossible, I don't think. That being said, it's gonna be very, very difficult, and you're basically gonna be living on beans and rice for the rest of your life. So maybe you should lower that number to a realistic number and then attack that goal. That doesn't mean that you can't shoot beyond the goal. It just gives you something to shoot for and plan for. The fourth thing a financial plan will do is it'll help you measure your progress. So it'll help you figure out, where you're actually at in your financial goals. So where you are at in your career, where you are at in your retirement. Just about everything today is tracked, okay? All of your data, whether you're driving somewhere, whether you're using your phone or your computer, just about everything is tracked, which can be a bad thing, I agree, but sometimes it can be very useful. And one of the useful things that has come about because of the internet is software that allows you to track your spending. Okay, so being able to track where you're at in your financial plan is very helpful. I actually use the software for my clients that I spend quite a bit for, but I find it's very helpful in helping federal employees and just people in general be able to track how much money is coming in, how much is going out, what their net worth is, what their budget looks like, what their investments are invested in, where they're at as far as their wills, their living testaments, all these different things that are important for your finances, and being able to track those are very helpful. So a financial plan can help you measure your progress as you move along towards your goals. The fifth thing a financial plan will do is one that not everybody wants to realize, but it'll help you realize what mistakes you're making. So it'll help show you the mistakes that you're basically going through at the time. So you could be overspending. That's a big mistake I see. Another one is not contributing as much as you should to the thrift savings plan. Some people actually contribute too much and they leave too much money into the TSP that they could be using elsewhere that could earn them a greater return or something. That one's not as seen as much, but it'll help you realize those mistakes. If you don't have a financial plan and you don't take a look at what you're doing, it's going to be very hard to realize what mistakes are actually happening. So a financial plan will help that. And I'd say a financial advisor would really help you in that because it's somebody that can take an outside view and look at your situation and say, okay, these are some things that you could change. My sixth point is that a financial plan will help you do something that everyone wants to do, and that is maximize your money. Okay, a financial plan can absolutely help you maximize every dollar you have. Everybody wants to maximize their life, whether it's with their money, like I'm talking about now, their time with their family, their time at their job, just everything. They want their life to be maximized. They want the most out of life, which is great, but too few people actually take the time to dive into their finances, to dive into how they're spending their time, and actually figure out the inefficiencies that are in there. And having somebody that can take an outside view, or just you yourself taking a view on your money, will help to realize the inefficiencies that are in your spending. So, spending towards things that you shouldn't be spending, more money coming out that shouldn't be coming out. Maybe you're actually worth less than you think you are, and so you're farther behind, so you actually need to contribute more. Or maybe you're farther behind and you need to invest more aggressively in the thrift savings plan or more aggressively in another investment that you have. Things like that, a financial plan will help show you what inefficiencies you have and ultimately maximize the money that you're spending. The seventh thing a financial plan will do is help you identify any risks that you're taking that maybe you haven't considered. So if you're just living without an idea of what's going on, it's going to be very difficult for you to see and understand, the risk that you could be taking. So if you're somebody who's very conservative, a conservative investor, and you haven't really changed your TSP for many years from when you were younger, let's say you're getting close to retirement and you're investing in the CS&I funds, fully invested in there, and you're getting ready to retire, yet you're a conservative investor, that doesn't really line up. So you need to identify what you're going at, because if you're in the CS&I and there's a 40% decrease or more, like there was around 2008 or so, how are you going to ride that out? Because when you're in retirement, you're not going to be able to make that money back as much because you're not contributing. Okay, so those are things that you need to identify, and a financial plan will help you go through and figure out those risks. Same thing with a financial advisor. They'll be able to give you ideas on the mistakes you're making and the risks that could be coming your way in the future. The eighth thing a financial plan will do is it'll give you more confidence. Okay, nobody likes to stay up late at night worrying about money, worrying about what money's coming in, what money's going out. A plan will help you identify where money is going And it will also allow you to feel control of actually your finances. Too many people, they go into retirement without actually knowing, why they're going into retirement or what retirement is actually going to look like for them. Okay, so you need to understand what's happening with your money, and a financial plan will help you do that. In The Millionaire Next Door, they talk about one of the things that, people in this book have really overcome and taken a part of their lives is they have confidence in their money, and the reason they have confidence is because a majority of them have financial plans. A financial plan is something that can help you plan for the future, plan for your retirement and your career. The ninth thing a financial plan will do is it will help you build wealth, okay? According to a CFP board certified survey in 2012, those with a plan have more money saved and are more likely to pay off their credit card bills in full. Okay, so according to this survey, those who have a financial plan are essentially better off because they have more money saved and they have more credit card bills. In large part, that's because they're planning. They have a plan in place. They know where they're going. They know what's happening with their money. Because of that, they can use their resources properly to help build more wealth. The 10th and final thing that a financial plan will do is it will help you feel more comfortable. This is very similar to the 9th one in confidence, but comfortability in your finances is very important and something that's often overlooked. Like I said previously, you don't want to be staying up late at night worrying about what's happening with your money, worrying about where your money's going, things like that. You need to be secure in your money, and we don't want any unnecessary anxiety. There's no reason for that. There's no reason. A lot of people like to think, if they don't look at it, they'll forget about it if it's not there. But you need to have control of it because it'll eventually pop up and you'll eventually have to, deal with the consequences. Why not do it now in your own time? Take control of your finances, use a financial plan, and plan out your goals and reach them. It's possible, okay? Now, you don't need a financial planner for this. I'll talk about in future videos some ways that you can plan. A financial planner can be helpful for you, but you can also do it on your own. But this has been Cooper with FedRetirementPlanning.com. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.